Tonight, FHS Choir will be performing the annual Coffeehouse Concert, where you will hear hit songs from Queen, from the movie The Greatest Showman, and other familiar sounds.
You'll be hearing Symphony, which is arranged by the freshmen.
Yeah, and Bohemian Rhapsody and songs from musicals like Dear Evan Hansen. So,
because there's different varieties of people and music, so you get to see all types of things.
And if you join choir, you're able to see like something that you would be able to do if you join.
Coffeehouse begins at 7 p.m. in the auditorium, and admission is free. Snacks and drinks will be sold at the concession stand, so no one goes hungry. We hope to see you there. For RACC TV, I'm Jacob Thompson.
The long-awaited yearbooks will be distributed next week in the concessions area of the gym foyer. Seniors will be served first, before school and throughout first and second periods. Everyone else can begin picking up their yearbooks at flex time. Remember, you must have your school ID with you to pick up your yearbook. Yearbooks will continue to be available on Wednesday morning, flex and lunch, and Thursday morning and flex time. For those who have not yet purchased a yearbook, you have until midnight tonight to purchase one for $85 on My Payments Plus. Next week, there will be a very limited number of copies available for $92 cash, but they will not be available for long. Years from now, you will be glad you purchased a yearbook. It is full of memories that will last you a lifetime. Don't forget to pick up those memories next week. For RACC TV, I'm Brinkley Harrison.
Every now and then, high school students will receive recognition in sports, academics, and other areas that are often associated with adults. For example, Frisco High School junior Alec Alonso was recently recognized by Apple for developing a more efficient and practical way for programmers to create apps and write software.
What I did wasn't necessarily an app, it's more an addition to an already existing programming language. In a broad sense, this is much easier to use than what is already in place, and it's a lot cleaner. It will be able to be used on Linux and Windows, not just Apple products.
The programming improvement that Alec has developed is something that will affect consumers indirectly.
In a lot of the games where someone has to roll the dice and a number is randomly selected for you to move your person or something, rolling the dice would be what my addition does. It allows developers to get a random number, which is what this dice would do.
You know, first of all, the biggest thing is that he made an addition to, a commonly used programming language. Apple's, Swift programming language. He made a significant enhancement to it that will add functionality that millions of people who develop for Apple will use across the world. But on a personal level, I mean, it's a testimony to the fact that somebody as young as him can learn everything he needs to know about random number generation or any topic. He learned random number generations and all the nuances to it, develop the code that Apple will accept.
With another year to go in high school, Alex still puts his schoolwork first.
A lot of the people in the community and the engineers there at Apple, this is their job. They have a lot more time to comment on my proposal or the review, whereas for me, I have to spend most of my time at school worrying about school, and then at home it's really making sure I get my homework done first, and then spending what time I have left commenting, making sure I'm up to date with where people are.
It's a testimony to the fact that in today's programming world, all right, it doesn't matter how old you are or where you are. What it matters is what you can get done.
Alec has earned a head start into the world of computer programming by taking the initiative to follow through on an idea. Role models are not exclusive to sports and entertainment. They are also people like Alec Alonso, who we sit next to in school every day. For RACC TV, I'm Madeline Hicks.
The FHS girls track season lasted much longer than usual. They had a spectacular year. They broke numerous school records, sent many girls to area, regionals, and finally to state this past weekend, where Simone Watkins received 2 gold medals and Whitney Williams brought home a silver. Coach Shope was very proud.
So highlights that stick out for me, advancing a bunch of girls to our area meet. Maddie Berger, who was new to track this year, advanced in the triple jump. Our sprint relay broke the school record, which was 37 years old. So there were personal connections with Whitney Williams, her aunt, being a member of that sprint relay 37 years ago. Obviously our state qualifiers, Simone Watkins in the 100 and 300 hurdles, and Whitney Williams in the 400.
For the first time, I've actually I realized how bad I wanted to be to win state in both the 100 hurdles and 300 hurdles, and how much I wanted to have an awesome season. I want to run track in college, so I knew that this season I was going to have to do something special.
Our relay team, we broke a really old record that was set over 30 years ago, so that was a big accomplishment that we had. Simone has broken a few records, and I broke some records my freshman year, so I mean that's some achievements so far.
The 4x100 meter relay team, consisting of Alex Barnett, Simone Watkins, Whitney Williams, and Deja Dickerson, broke a 37-year-old record at Frisco.
Okay, so the record was set by my family a long time ago, my mom and my 2 aunts and then someone else. So it's really old, and so it just meant a lot to us that we were able to come together and work and just put in effort to be able to break it. And we just worked real hard and we broke it. So
in a lot of sports, you do have to have dedication, but with track, it's kind of you have to love it to really enjoy it and to really go far.
You have to have confidence in everything you do, and confidence is something that I think track brings out in me.
A lot of our girls put in work outside of school. Simone works a lot with her dad, focusing on hurdles. Our relay team, Deja Dickerson, Alex Barnett, and Whitney Williams also put in a lot of hard work outside of school.
Take it from the track girls. It's easier to succeed when you love what you're doing. We look forward to watching them as they race into next season. For RACC TV, I'm Anna Lilly.
Good morning, fellow raccoons, and welcome to the Weekend Weather Watch. I'm Con Sizzle.
And I'm Eli Berg.
Speaking of the weather,
today will be sunny with a high of 95 and a low of 71.
Saturday will be cloudy with a high of 92 and a low of 72.
And Sunday will be cloudy with a high of 85 and a low of 71.
Hey Eli, what do you call a bear with no ears?
It's the last one. What?
Your mom. Get it? Your mom?
Boy. Never say that again.
Okay. Before we resume with our regularly scheduled antics, we would like to thank each and every one of you, whether it's here at FHS or the other Frisco ISD schools, for watching our shows and enjoying our comedy. We've had a great time making this show for you.
Don't forget to pick up your yearbook sometime next week by the gym.
For RACC TV, I'm Con Sizzle.
And I'm Eli Berg.